Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new around here, welcome. My name is Jenny and this is our Houston Smith home. I'm in the kitchen this morning. I'm about to put on a crock pot of potato soup. Some super easy potato soup. Y'all seem to have loved the recipe I did with the easy chicken stew, and I also had shared like a short reel about an easy chili recipe. Y'all seem to be liking that as much as I do. It has to be easy for me to cook it, honestly, and I love a crock pot meal. It is crock pot season. I love that. Throw it all in. It's 11 a.m. I'm gonna get this potato soup going, so we'll have it for tonight. And this is something we'll eat on for the next couple of days, probably, honestly. But first, I was gonna make another cup of coffee. I'm going to show y'all my new coffee cup. This is a little Stanley coffee cup. Now, when I think about Stanley, I'm always thinking about, you know, a huge 40-ounce cup. This is just a little 16-ounce cup. It's got the lid. It doesn't have a straw or anything like that. It just has the sip lid, but it pops open, it snaps down, and then you just sip out of it. I've already drunk one cup this morning, but I'm about to make me another cup, and I thought I would share that with y'all because this makes like the best gift ideas. Now they are $30 because it's a Stanley, but if you're looking to spend that on somebody that loves coffee, I just thought I would share that. Now this came from Lowe's. I will link it down in the description box, but let's make a cup of coffee and then I will show you how we get that potato soup going. And then we're just gonna put out a little bit more fall decor. I know we're seeing Christmas everywhere already, y'all, but today's October 1st when I'm filming this. And so it is not Christmas season. You'll see me sharing Christmas because I want to share some of the stuff with y'all that I don't want it to get sold out and you miss out on it. But we are still in fall over here. I got a couple new fall items. I actually have a couple of stems on the way that I'm gonna use in my dining room. So I've been waiting on those to come in, but I do want to put a few more fall touches in the dining room and hopefully the bedroom. If you're interested in the soup, I will put that recipe down in the description box so you can just take a screenshot of it and you'll have it handy. So y'all keep watching. All right, so I got the crock pot out. Now I have this beautiful by Drew crock pot from Walmart. It's less than 50 bucks. Obviously it's beautiful, but I use it all the time. I love it. I've had mine about a year now. No problems whatsoever. I also have the air fryer. We use it almost daily. No problems with that one. Highly recommend these appliances. But anyway, that's beside the point. We're gonna throw everything in the crock pot. So here are the ingredients you're gonna need. I like to do the Southern style hash browns, and I like to go ahead and get the ones with onions and peppers. Now you can just get the plain hash browns if you don't want onions and peppers in yours, but it gives it a lot of flavor and I don't have to cut up an onion or anything like that. So I just get the Great Value brand. It works fine. So you're gonna just mix all of this together in the crock pot. So your hash browns, go ahead and do a whole package of, I like to do the Velveeta shreds, but you could really just do any kind of cheese that you wanted. A whole container of chicken broth, a can of cream of chicken soup, and then you can just season it up just however you like it to taste. So I'm gonna do a little bit of salt, pepper. I'll probably throw in a little bit of garlic powder. Sometimes I do onion powder, but we already have onions in here. So we're gonna put all of that in. We're gonna cook it on low for probably about 4 or 5 hours. Then we're going to have the cream cheese already room temp, and we're gonna add it in for that last hour of cooking. Okay, so I didn't film actually putting everything in here because I was filming it for to make a short video and I have to film that in a different format, so I didn't think about doing it both ways. So anyway, all I did was literally dumped everything in here except for the cream cheese. Remember, we're gonna have it room temp, but we're not gonna put it in until about the last hour or so of cooking, 30 minutes to an hour probably. But everything is just dumped in here. Now I'm just gonna quickly kind of stir it all together. So this is cooked all day on low. It's been cooking for about 5 hours. I'm just gonna give it a little stir here. You can see that it's still pretty thin. So now's the point where we're gonna add the cream cheese, and I've just had it sitting out so it's room temperature, and we're just gonna add this entire block in here. And that's really gonna thicken this up, so we'll stir it in good and we'll let it cook for another 30 minutes to an hour. I love to get these little garlic breadsticks from Walmart to make with this soup. Now, I'm not claiming this to be a healthy meal, so don't come at me, but it is so good. You can dip those breadsticks down in there. And so I'm just going to pop these in the oven, and that's kind of going to be our side. And then we like to top it with a little bit more shredded cheese and some bacon bits. We love these bacon bits, and that's all that we do. All right, now that we got that soup done, I wanted to go ahead and get a little bit more fall stuff put out. So I recently picked up this wreath. I love to put a wreath on this back door. We almost always have this back door open, and then I just hang it on there on the inside. And then whenever we close the door, you can see it from the outside from the back patio. So it works out good. I got this one at Target. It's one of the Hearth and Hand fall wreaths. The regular price on it is $35, which I think it's well worth. It's a very full wreath, but I got it on a sale, just like a little 2 or 3 day sale, and y'all, I got it for $20. I was so excited because I had my eye on it when it first came out. I think they had a really similar one last year too, but I had my eye on it and I didn't buy it. And when I saw it for $20, I added that sucker to cart so fast. I went and did a pickup. But I just love the colors of this. I just think it is so pretty for fall. Now I'm just going to move on in here in the dining area, clean it up a little bit, tidy it up. I got a new rug, and y'all, I'm trying to get it to lay down flat. So I've had weights on it, and I had a tote that was pretty heavy sitting on it. So I'm just going to move all that stuff and get everything vacuumed up, and then we will get started in this area. Well, I'm just going to keep things plain and simple. I'm just going to do this same centerpiece here. This is just the Walmart planter, and I had gotten this stem from Target, but my store only had one in store, and I knew that I needed at least one more, so I went ahead and just ordered 2 more to be shipped. Only $5 for this, so I think that is such a good price. I love the color of these. I think they look pretty realistic, and they fit great in that larger size planter, so hopefully those will come in by the end of the video. I love to put this doily out on my table too. Now, this was my grandmother's. I'm not certain if she made this one or she bought this one. I have some I know that she made, but they're smaller. She always had this one on her little round table that she had beside her telephone. And so I just love that. I think it's just a pretty little centerpiece. And so I'm definitely going to still be using that. This is our Walmart dining table. It's the Better Homes and Gardens solid wood table. Still highly recommend this table. It's only $230, y'all. You just absolutely cannot beat that price. It's the perfect size for us, and I did get the chairs there as well. I will link anything that I can down in the description box for y'all. And then this hutch over here, if you've been around long, you know that's my grandmother's too. I painted it, and then I always use the olive tree over here in the corner, except for Christmas time. I do put a little Christmas tree there, but we're just going to add in a few things. I already had bought this picture from Hobby Lobby, and I just loved it for fall. I thought it was so pretty with the pears, and it was so cheap. It was 50% off when I got it, so like $9. Loved the frame, so I definitely knew I wanted to use it up here. And then I just went ahead and took down some of my more springy and summery looking stuff that I had up here, so it's looking a little bare right now. I need to swap out this towel. This is one of those geometry towels. I love them, but I don't have a fall one, so I need to get on there and see about ordering a fall one. But anyway, we'll play around with this. I'll probably move this one bowl because it looks pretty summery and springy, and see if I've got anything a little bit more fall-like. Did we get a package? Did we get a package? We did. My flowers came. You want to say hi, Ollie? Look, say hi to everybody. Say hello, everybody. Say hi. All right, let's get this inside and open it up. I got so tickled at this box because one of the stems was coming through down in the corner. I was like, surefire way to know that it is your stems that you ordered. So let's get this opened up, and we'll put the other 2 stems in there and see what we think. I'm really impressed with these stems, especially for $5. They're actually pretty tall, so if you wanted to put them in a tall vase, you could. And then I'm just bending them up. You'll see me bending them here, and I'm just kind of fluffing them out. They were a little bit squished from the box, but not really bad at all, and they shaped up very nicely. I just got out a few of my fall towels. These are just some hand towels, mostly from Target Dollar Spot and places like that. And then I had picked up this vase at the thrift store, $4.99. I just think that brown just looks like fall to me, so I always use it in my fall decor. And then I just got a little assortment of pumpkins. I still have tons more pumpkins if I need anything else. So we'll just play around. Again, I'm just keeping things super simple this fall. I'm not doing anything over the top. So here is sort of what I ended up with. I actually didn't even record myself because I just sort of started playing around, and then before I knew it, I had it done, and I was like, well, I'm just going to show everybody what I ended up with. So I just put this pretty fall towel, and this basket was a thrift find. That cutting board was a thrift find, so I just paired those together, threw a towel on top of it. I always just use my white dishes. Those actually were my grandmother's, so they're almost always there. I had been looking at the thrift store for a nice fall set of dishes, but I just haven't picked any up yet. Again, I've already showed y'all that picture, and then I just paired a couple of little pumpkins beside it that the colors went along with it. Those pumpkins came from Target Dollar Spot a few years ago for only $1. And then I just paired a few little things over here, some vintage items. That's my cookbook with all of my grandma's, my favorite recipes from my grandma. So I have her tucked away back there. And then, I don't know, I just played around a little bit with one of my old vintage jars. And then that vase I showed you, one of the wicker pumpkins. And then I added another towel and my vintage rolling pin. This is a really good candle. It's Better Homes and Gardens. I actually peeled the sticker off of the front of it, but it is apple and pumpkin, I believe, is the scent, and it smells so good for fall. And I just thought that color was really pretty, just to bring a little pop of color to the hutch. I really like how this centerpiece turned out. I think that yellow color looks so good up against that planter. It's just like that black vintage feel, and I just think it all ties in really nicely here. Now, y'all tell me down in the comments, do you actually change out your artwork for the different seasons? Because that artwork above there, you could put a pretty fall print and just make it even more festive over in this area, but I just always leave my same artwork up. I don't really change that out for the seasons, but I'm curious if you do, so tell me down below. I'm pretty happy with how the dining room turned out, and I wanted to show y'all a couple of things on the front porch. I'm not certain that I will have a whole dedicated front porch fall video because we're just running out of time, to be honest. But I wanted to show y'all a few things that I have picked up and have already gotten out on my porch. So I got these wreaths at Lowe's. I love them. They're just a very simplistic look. They're nothing over the top. But I was wanting something a little bit more bold for my front doors because y'all remember I recently painted them black at the beginning of summer. And so I wanted something to really brighten up the doors. I'm after a spider there, as you can see. Had to take my shoe off. I just had to leave that in the video. I thought it was so funny when I was watching it back. So I have some half-dead ferns still out here, and then I did put down this new welcome mat and the plaid rug underneath and those wreaths. Those all came from Lowe's, so I'll link all that down in the description box. But I just love how those wreaths look against the black doors. And in case anybody is looking for an update, like I said, I did paint the doors and the shutters back at the beginning of summer, and everything is holding up beautifully. If you remember, I was advised not to paint these vinyl shutters black, but I just went against Sherwin-Williams' wishes, and I did it anyway. And y'all, they are perfectly fine. They've held up so good. Even the ones that are out in the sun that aren't under the covered porch, they look beautiful. So, do it at your own risk, but so far so good with mine. My front porch is such a mess. I've got half-dead summer flowers still hanging on. Then I've got a few mums. I had ordered these for my nephew, and I just got them in. And the small one, the purple, was already blooming. It was so pretty. And then these are supposed to be orange. I'm so excited to see this big one bloom. I could not believe how huge it was. I'm super excited about that. Need to do something with all these pitiful-looking summer flowers, though. Get them out of the way. So y'all leave me all of your mom tips down in the comments. I need all the help I can get. I never can keep mums alive, and I want so badly to keep these alive because I can just tell they're going to be so beautiful. That is it for today's video, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. If you give that potato soup a try, let me know. Let me know down in the comments if you're going to try it. Definitely not the healthiest meal that you can make, but it's just so good, and it's going to be so good getting into these colder months, and it's just soup season. I know today's video was kind of a little hodgepodge of things. I've really just pretty much wrapped up my fall decorating. I did not get to the bedroom because I was not thinking. My husband worked last night, and so he's asleep in there today. So I could not go in there and do anything, but I don't do anything just super big for fall in there anyway. So next week I have a fun video planned for y'all. I've already got it filmed, and we're working on the back patio. We're just kind of freshening it up a little bit for fall, so that's coming next week. The following week I'm taking off. My kiddos are out of school. We're going on a little family trip, so I'm not even going to worry about putting a video out that week. And then when we come back, I am going to do a fall home tour, so you'll get to kind of see how everything ended up. And we're getting into Christmas, so this is, you know, gonna wind up the fall videos. But be sure and give me a follow over on Instagram. I'll put my handle here. Follow me over there because I still am sharing fall over there, and I share a lot of things, just quick things that I can't really dedicate a whole YouTube video to. I'd love to have you over there. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.